During the State of the State address, Governor Inslee proposed an energy tax some Republicans called extremely tax-heavy and policy short. What are your concerns about this proposed $3.3 billion tax?
Well, I'm really concerned about it from a number of standpoints. Let's take gasoline itself. Where I believe we are the second highest tax state per gallon of gasoline in the nation. If this carbon tax passes that the governor has asked for, I have heard everything up to 20 cents a gallon is what his staff is saying, and I've also heard estimates of as high as $1 a gallon. And remember, this is in addition to. I think another thing you're going to see is an increased cost when you go to the grocery store. After all, how do those groceries get to your market? They come via truck. And I think also you're going to see your heating bill. The estimate I understand is about 5% increase on electricity and 11% increase in natural gas. So, don't be fooled. The environment is important and that we have a clean environment. But as old Senator DCO used to say, the devil is in the details, and you need to take a long, hard look. It's going to be a real fight before it's over with, in my opinion. And I think we're going to see a lot of amending or attempted amending on this bill. After all, you need to remember that the governor's party now controls both houses as well as the executive branch. So there's no falling back on one house or the other hoping they'll eliminate it. So be prepared.
Also during his State of the State address, the governor said nothing about fixing the Hurst water decision. I know that's important in your district, but encouraged passage of the capital budget. So what's the latest on these two issues?
Well, the Supreme Court put us under a mandate on water with a bill in Whatcom County, or a case out of Whatcom County, I should say. I think the court overstepped its bounds. They've suddenly made themselves a legislative branch rather than a judicial branch. They did the same thing, if you recall, on education. I feel that if we don't fight this to get a decent Hurst decision bill, it's going to totally decimate the agricultural areas of Washington, which primarily is eastern Washington. And I think people need to realize we in eastern Washington are dependent upon wells. That's not always the case here in western Washington. They have reservoirs. They have dams that hold the water in, the watersheds that feed Seattle and Tacoma and the other large cities of western Washington. So be alert, and hopefully we can come up with a decent Hurst fix, water fix. Because yes, we all want the capital budget out. I've got monies in the capital budget for things in Yakima, nearly $1 million for the medical school in Yakima. We've got monies in there for infrastructure at Heritage University in Toppenish. The list goes on and on. So yes, we all want a capital budget, but we better get a good Hurst fix first.
You introduced several bills this year. One of them would help retirees in the state's Public Employees Retirement System 1. So what would this do, and why is this important?
Well, I believe it was about 8 or 9 years ago, we froze the Plan 1 retirees' pensions, and they have not received any increase since. At that time, we had retirees living at under $1,000 a month. We did bump them up to $1,000. Now we're asking for a small COLA that would be a monthly increase to their income, because it has been, and as you know, and I know, prices have not gone down. They've gone up. And so it's important that we give and this, we're talking several thousand people, that it would give a boost to.
We have a 60-day session. How important is it for citizens to get involved? And if so, how can they do so?
Well, I think at the bottom of this video, you will see ways in which to contact me. And I want you to know you're always welcome to contact my office. There's a toll-free number that brings you to the Capitol. There's also our own office number. You can email me. You can fax us. So it's important. We need to know what you folks are thinking at home, because you're the people that put us here, and we work for you, not for ourselves. So remember that, and remember, I want to hear from you about carbon tax. I want to hear about retirements and pensions, and I want to hear about water, and amongst other things. So please continue to stay in contact with your members. And of course, in the District 14, we're kind of blessed because we really have 3 senators and 6 representatives, because the 13th district has part of Yakima County, the 14th district has part of Yakima County, as well as Klickitat, Skamania, and part of Clark County, and the 15th district has part of Yakima County. So please stay in touch. Please let us know how you feel.